Excellent. I think we are live on social media. Let's get started. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining. I can see the number is going up, and we are also streaming live on social media. I think on Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn. So we'll wait for you to come, everyone, and then we'll start. We still have 8 minutes to start. While we do that, just I need to check a few things. Mahmoud, are you there? Where is Mahmoud? No, Mahmoud is not there. Thank you. Mahmoud, if you are there, raise your hand so I can bring you in. But if you're not there, then, oh, there is it. That's good. Just stop this one, not to create an echo, and get Mahmoud in. Okay, the code, join, okay, while everybody welcome everyone. I know you were not able to hear me because I muted my microphone. I was talking to Mahmoud, who will help me with the process. Thank you for raising hand. I can see number of hands are already up. It's early, but that's good. And when you want to speak, you raise your hand. If you do not want to speak, then you lower your hand. We'll be using different tools to get connected. Oh, great, Mahmoud is here. Welcome, Mahmoud.
Hi, Doctor.
Oh, thank you. So things are going well. I can allow you to speak now, those who raise hand, if you really wanted to speak. So I'll give you another 5 minutes. If your hand is still there, then I'll let you speak. Then we will start our session. I think this will be interesting. Well, we have a huge number of participants joining us, which is really great. Thank you to everyone who shared this one. Thank you to the schools. Thank you to people who, faculty, teachers, and others who spread this one. I think learning coding is essential, but finding a way to develop apps with no code or few code, that's something will speed up your development process. And we will go through some discussion on that. The chat is disabled. The chat is not disabled, hopefully. If it's disabled, we will allow it now. I think we can allow you to send, yeah, you can send the chat to the panelist if you want. So it comes to me, basically. It doesn't go to everyone because we don't want to just having so many messages nobody can do. I can see there are good messages already there. Hello, sir. I can't open mic. Yes, you cannot open mic. I'll give you a chance to speak when the time comes, and the mic will start working at that time. Because you have large number of audience, we cannot keep the mic on all the time. So I'm controlling it in one way or another. We are already 1 minute, so I think we'll start. This is recorded, it's streamed, so you can go back to it at any time and get the benefit that you want to get. So let's go ahead and start our session. So I need to log in first before you can see my screen. And I just want to log into my system, and then I get my system ready, and then we can start. So give me a second till I get all these things ready, and now it is ready. Okay, so we will start by talking about how you will be able to interact with me. The chat is one thing you can do. I will not be able to watch the chat all the time. Mahmoud will help me looking at the chat. We will be using a system called AHA Slides. Maybe during this session, we'll develop our own system. We'll see how we'll progress. But the system we're using now called AHA Slide. To join it, you need to go to your phone, regardless if you are on streaming or you are on Zoom. You can just go and enter this URL in your phone on any browsers, and then you will be part of the session. Yeah, so I can see the number is now going up, and I can see some reactions happening there. This system will help you to give me feedback, ask questions. You can see once you join, you have a place written, ask question. You can ask me questions, and I will see all the questions here. I will do my best to answer all of them as I can. The number is huge, but also if I do not answer anything, I'll give you the answer later after the session, after looking at all the feedback coming from everyone. So far, I see no question there. I see some nice thumbs up and hearts, and the number is going up, which good. Now, more of you participating in this is important because it will help you to be part of the session, and you feel you are part of the session. That's one thing. The other thing, on Zoom itself, there is something called Q&A. I can see some of you already started. Don't use Q&A to say hello and how are you. No, this is not for that. Use it for questions. Use the chat to say these great things, but use the Q&A for questions. But what I prefer, just use the Q&A that we have in AHA Slide. This way, we can all have the same place to go to. Now, for example, there are some good questions here. You are mute. Someone saying to me, I'm not mute. You need to increase the volume of your device. I'm not mute. I think others can hear me. Mahmoud, can you hear me? Say yes if you can. If Mahmoud can hear
Doctor, yes. Yes, I can hear you.
So this is answers. So just fix your, how I can get you that message if you cannot hear me. Can we use Windows? Yes, you can use any computer. You can use Windows, you can use Mac. Yes, you can use iPad and tablet, but would not be easy to navigate. So I prefer use either your laptop, which Mac or Windows or Linux or whatever operating system you have. Which software we will go through the software. You don't need to download anything. Everything will be online. So we'll do everything through the browsers, and we'll go through that one. Can we get a certificate? Yes, you will get a certificate, but there is a test at the end you have to do. I will show you where you do the test. If you follow us, the test will be very easy. Are we getting support after the course? Yes, you will get support if you need. Can we use PC? Yes, we said yes, can use it. Do we install the app? You don't need to install anything. Can we use Google? You can use Google. Shall we use it for the teaching friendly? Yes, you can. You can use it for teaching, and you can make business as well if you want. You can develop application that you can sell it. You can create Uber or Talabat or social media system. and you register it, you get payment, everything you can do with that. But you need to have proper business plan thinking to get into that, which is not complicated. There's so many programs here in the country and outside the country that help you do that. So there's so many questions. We will come to it. I will answer it all through the process. It is 100% free to develop, but to publish it and sell it and deploy it, you have, of course, to host it somewhere and pay. And hosting it will cost you money, and that's where the money will comes in. Okay, so here is a question for you before we just start. Did you hear about no code with Bubble before seeing this course? Let's see how many of you did hear. There are 4, 5 now heard, 6, but not that many compared to 127. And the number is bigger than this, but those people who are active and participating are the 209 until now. Now, if you join AHA slide and keep your phone aside, your phone will go into sleeping mode and your name will go out. But when you open the phone, it will refresh and come back again. I can see so many people testing.
Doctor, can we show the code again for the slide?
I will show the code again. This is a good question. The code is simple. It will be every class will be, this is the same. We'll say no codes 1, then will be 2, will be 3, will be 4 until we get into 10. So that always will be the same every week. So you should expect it from now. You can also scan the QR code by your camera, and then you will be able to see the question comes on screen there. I hope you hear me clearly. You have no issue with hearing me. If you have issue, just put it in the chat. I think most likely will be because of your system, but you should be able to hear me. Okay, good. Okay, so only 14 heard about it, and that's good. Yeah. So let's move ahead. No problem with that one. What is your programming skills? Do you have some programming skills? Yeah, good. I am new to programming. That's good. Beginner, intermediate, advanced. So distribution is more beginners and new. Little number of intermediate and smaller percentage of advanced, which expected in a large group. By the way, you don't need to have any programming skill. If you have 0, that's sometimes better than having some skills for this course, because it becomes easier for you to learn it from scratch. If you have some programming skills, we'll show you how that can help you with this one. This is good, so thank you for that. Now let's move to the last question. What are you expecting from this course? So what do you think, what do you want to get from this course? Yeah, certificate, you'll get certificate. What do you want to get? Learning something new, this is great. Yes, learn to develop apps, that's what it is for. And it's growing. You like this AHA slide, I'm sure. I'll tell you, we can mimic this functionality using Bubble. AHA slide, they have great software and working on really improving it, which I appreciate it. So there's so many things, new skills, new learning, and so many things are going there, and you seem coming with so many different things. And good thing now, the number is going up. That means some people are getting the code and some are still need the code. So if you still need to see the code, this is the code. And every time you need, I'll try to show that code when you need to see that code. Okay, so code should be easy to go. Now, we don't want to talk too much. We need to start doing coding, yeah? But still, we have to do some basic things that we need to understand. So if we don't understand the basics, then we'll be a little bit running into things that we're not ready for it. So why we need no code? Why? Most people not getting into coding because it really takes too much time to learn and to build the skills. Yeah, and that's and there's so many versions of programming languages and some different syntax and different way to do it. And sometimes you get lost into focusing on those small syntax error or the way you write if statement or loop or thing like that, and you don't get the big pictures, and that's not me. The no coding help you think of the big pictures. But again, I have to say that coding is very essential, because if you want to go advance and do more, you will need to get coding. But no coding will get you faster and you get your applications in a long way. But if there are certain levels, you still need to use some coding. And this is why the tool we're using allow you to use some coding as well if you want. So important thing, help you focus on the structures and the workflow instead of the small syntax. It is a visual and logical process. You will see, it just makes sense. It makes sense. Relatively easy to debug means finding errors, and in the code, you can easily find that one because there is a mechanism to do that. The development time is really very short. So something people will spend months on it, you may do it in days or hours even, which people spend months, and you need expertise from so many different areas. Here you can do it fast. You will see we'll create some amazing apps that will take you ages to do it with the coding, and but here you can get it faster. It is agile, and the idea of agile here, you can create a small part of your application that needed. For example, you're creating a talabat, for example, similar to Uber, for example. You can start creating the first level, which the driver can subscribe to and register and send it to people getting the register. Then you start adding people, they get requests for the car and find the location. So you can grow your app slowly and using agile approach. It's scalable. Scalable means if I started an app now and I'm expecting I'll have 1,000 users. So I can buy resources from the cloud space, from Amazon in this case, but the other cloud provider that help me to service the 1,000. Later I grow, I can grow my things. So I can scale it bigger and bigger until it becomes really too big. I don't want to spend too much money on, or when still at the first level. When I go to the next level, I add until I get to the level that I can support large number of people. So these are some of the things why people go for no coding platform. Also from development in IT, you will find around you nowadays, there's so many tools that use no coding and they are essential. I give you example. In Office 365, there's something called Power Automate. Power Automate is a tool in Office 365 that allow you to automate processes in your organization. So if you have a social media post and someone said something about it, it will automatically find it, put it through a flow, send it to a certain person to act on it, see the impact, and then report it back to the manager. It does lots of processes. This is just a simple example, so many other ways. And it is no coding platform you need to create. And most of the AI in the futures, they will have two parts. One for the AI expert who will really create sophisticated solution, but there are AI for users, and users mostly will be using no coding platform to create processes and automate things and get that. So no coding is something that in the futures everybody will be doing. That's my expectation. You can watch it for some time and tell me if that is really happening. So how no coding work? If you go back to the basic blocks of programming, there are a few things. There are the data that you're dealing with. There is the structures of your code. And there are the fundamental three things, which are sequence of your code, which step happen first and second, then iteration, which you have the loops to go around and repeat something multiple, and then selections. I give you just an example here. Let me show you something here. If I want to see PHP reading MySQL, MySQL, just give an example, record, okay? And let me look at a code here. I'll find you now a code. And you will understand by looking at this code, this is the code. So this code, basically what it does in PHP, yeah, this is one of the scripting programming languages that use on the web, widely used. And those who know programming, they will know it. Now, if you look at this code, you will find some components of the code. This is connecting to the server or adding parameters to connect to the server. This line connect to the server. This line check if the connection is done. All these things can be automated and no code will automate it for you. And then you have here an if statement if there is a record and there is a loop inside it. So this can be easily automated and no code will automate it. You don't need to write this code. It will do it for you. You need to just have one component. You put it on your screen, you call it repeated group, we will say it, and it will do the thing for you. You need just to provide some parameters to that one. So back here, where is that? Here, sorry. So a large part of the code that we do in programming is just similar. We do it the same thing. You connect to users, you do the same code, you change only the parameters and variables, you connect to products, something similar, yeah? So most of it are similar. So no coding will take care of that one for you. Why you need to spend time on it? So no coding will use a visual component or block that you can use to help you do that. And we will see how that can be done through an example. What can I do with Bubble? You can create many things. You can create web app that people take months to do it in a few days. You will do everything visually. You will be able to host it, deploy it, charge people for payment using credit card or other services. Of course, you need to register your business and do that and do the whole thing. It is responsive, means you open it on a mobile or on a web, on a computer, it can adjust to the screen. And you also can create a native app with tools that, plugins that they use. You can connect to so many external services. You go to Google Maps, you go to stock market and get stock data and things like that. You can do so many things. So it connects you to application programming interface. And this is endless opportunities for you to do. So it has that one. You can scale your app, as you said, as your business grows. You can manage data access and privacy of who can access your data, what we can access, what different thing. And you can build also or add custom plugins. And this is where you can add your own code or get code from someone else. And this is, again, a huge thing that we can talk about it. So today, in today's session, my hope is that we will create this app today. I'll try to go slow as much as I can to get you to do the app. So we'll create a note-taking app, which basically user can register on the system using username or password they create. They can change their password. They can update their profile, adding their pictures and their name and things like that. They can create, edit, and delete notes. You're studying in the course and you want to record your notes that include videos, images, text, links, and other. You can search in your note using words or phrases that you can. You can share the note with others, and then we can grow it, make others contribute to it, like it, and add it to part of a project that we're working on, and do lots of things related. So this is, by the end of today, we'll create this one. Now you're asking me what is the tool we'll use. The tool called Bubble. Now in my email to you, I said it's maybe good to have two devices. One is your iPad, you watch me, the other one you use your browser. But if you cannot do that, if you double click on my video now, on the video you see, that will shrink. You can make it smaller and put it on the side. Yeah, you do something like this. So you make it a little bit smaller and put my video on the side, open your browser and follow me, yeah? Okay, you ready with that one? Good. Now, let me show you what we'll do. We'll go now to Bubble. So we say bubble.io. That's the one bubble.io. Now, there are so many no-code platforms, yeah? I use this one because I spent really intensive time working on it. And the other thing, it's comprehensive. But there's so many others you can look at it, and I did some work on others, which we maybe can look at it later. So if you go there, let me assume that I didn't log in. So I'm coming new. When you're coming just new, you get a page like this one. You need to log in. Click on login. Now you cannot log in because you don't have an account. So you need first to sign up. You click on sign up and then you sign up. So I will just stop sharing screen to go through the sign up process, and then you will follow me. Basically, I will click on log in with Google because I use Google a lot. Then my Google accounts will come on the screen. I will select the account. Now I selected one account, okay? I can share other account, but this one is fresh, new, there is nothing in it. So maybe that's the one we'll go with now. And then later I'll show you my real account that I have more things in it. When you get into Bubble and register, you will sign up and they will get you a message. You most likely will get a message after signing up, something saying something like accepting agreement. Yeah, just accept the agreement because you have no other option if you want to learn. That's where you have to do it. But read it and make sure you are confident that this is fine. But there's nothing there. Once you get there, if this is your first time, most likely it will start for you an app. It has number of small things that help you learn programming. So they created some projects already there. Like this one will come here. If you follow this one, you will be able to create an app that using Google Map to navigate to certain locations and find locations and things like that, if you want to do that. But my advice, don't do any of that at the moment, okay? And listen to me, stop using it and come back to my screen. So let me give you some fundamental things before you go ahead and do whatever you want to do with this application. Okay, so back to my screen and stop doing anything. Then I'll take you back later when I need you to do things there. Okay, so now while you are here, I hope you are back. Haidar, thank you, Haidar, for coming. I'm happy to see your hand up. I'll give you a chance to speak just for a small break now. Where is your hand, Haidar? Did you put your hand up again? No, you lowered your hand. Yeah, here you are. Yes, Haidar, you can speak now. You just need to unmute your microphone.
Hi, Hamad. Thank you very much. It's wonderful to see you as well. Just a quick question. Should we sign on to Bubble right now, or will we do that later?
We'll do it later. Just let me just give you a few introduction about different things in Bubble, and then we will go through the sign up and start creating.
Thank you, Hamad. Thank you.
Thanks. Okay, that's good. So if you back to my screen, you will see this one. Now in the screen, I will come to all of you. Will give you to speak. Don't worry, I will give you a chance to speak. But let us do the first start, and then we'll get into that. Now, when you are on this page, hopefully If you go back again now, after you log in, you go say bubble.io after you log in, and you don't do that, just watch me here. Then you'll get this page. There are many videos here or tutorials. These are tutorials, not videos, that take you step by step to create apps. You can learn Bubble through those things. But sometimes you feel it's just clicked. It's not really, you don't understand what you're really doing. Yeah. And this is why we're having this course to help you understand what you are really doing and why you're doing it and what the impact of that, what you do. But in your own time, you can go and try all those. There are so many of them. There are two modes. There is the easy mode, and this is the hard mode. The easy mode really takes you step by step to the everything. The hard mode gives you a little bit vague areas to test your knowledge. So start by the easy mode later. When you come down, you will find something called here, create a new app. Yeah. Create a new app. When you want to create a new app, and Bubble is created in the first place to help people who wanted to start a business. So I have an idea. I want to create the next X. I want to build that next X. Where I go? Bubble is here to help with that. That's the idea behind it. So when you click on create a new one, and I'll do the steps, stop and give you time to do it yourself as well. Then you can start giving a name for your app, and then you have different type of apps that you can look at it. You select, if you're not sure, just go with other, and then you give some descriptions of it, and then you intended for external people or only for your employees. You want it external, you want to do business, and then you can decide here what goals you want to achieve, whatever. You want to start a new business, or you want to test out a business idea, or you want to boost your company efficiency with some great idea, or you want to build a tool for a company or user or someone else, or you just build it for a client, or you're just playing around. So you can select what you want to do. So this, when you create the app. Now this name is unique. So sometimes you create a name that someone else has used that name. Yeah. So it will not allow you to use that one. So you need to come with a unique name for your app. But regardless of the name you create here, later you can register it with any domain name that you would like to register it with, or deploy it in the App Store with any name, if that name is not used by others. Okay. Now this is how to create. We will go back to that one. Now here on the top, there are a number of important things. One called Academy. Academy is very important place you go to. When you click on Academy, you will find so many great videos that explaining everything in Bubble, manuals, and some coaching. So you can hire someone to help you while you're creating your app. Yeah, but you will not need. Trust me, if you spend time on it and master it, and you can master it only if you do it again and again and again. So you don't have to do one thing, do it 10 times. Then it becomes a second nature for you. It becomes just, you can do it anytime. And becomes easy. And it's easy. I'm saying do it 10 times, not because it's complicated. It's very easy to do. But you do it once, you will forget it. Do it twice, you maybe remember that thing. So these are the videos here. If you click on it, you can find so many tutorials, introductions to Bubble. There's so many videos there and so many tutorials. You can learn everything from here. But again, if you have someone guiding you through this and helping you to understand, it will become better. There are so many interactive lessons, as we have seen before, like saving data, building sign up, and many of them. There are some examples, yeah, of things. Then how to build. You want to build any application, you will find something here, maybe similar. What I mean by that. You want to build Instagram, yeah? There is a tutorial here, help you build something similar to Instagram in terms of functionality. the interface, the beauty of the design, this is up to you. You have to come with great design and user experience. But this tutorial will take you through the whole steps. Now, you will be able to go through those once you go through our course. These tutorials become very easy. Now they will become a little bit challenging for some people. I'm not saying everyone. So there are so many types of applications. Let's go through it. You can develop like Dropbox. You can have the Unsplash. You can use Udemy. Udemy is a learning, great learning tools. Tickmasters, stock market, and go and LinkedIn. You can build your own LinkedIn. Oh God, you can do so many things. There is endless of type of application that they can build. And I have to say, they are easy to build. Once you practice those skills, which we're going to build, slowly, we have 10 classes every day, 2 hours, Sunday to Thursday. I know we skipped Wednesday for a reason, but we can put it in. And through this time, we will build all those skills that you need. You need to build this one. But you need to be with me and practice and repeat. Yeah, this is the way we learn. Yeah, you learn walking when you're a kid because you keep repeating, trying. You never stop doing that. You learn how to talk, same thing. You learn how to drive, same thing. When you do things and repeat it, it becomes a second nature, and that will speed up your productivity. You can do things faster, more faster. Okay, so this is the academy that you can have so many things in it. When you click on the menu, again, this menu change depends on the size of your screen, yeah? Now, you click on the menu, you can see there is your apps, the apps you will develop. You can develop any number of apps. You don't need to pay anything for that one, but you want to host it, then you have to. Plugins are something that you need to know. Let's click on Marketplace to see what's plugin. Marketplace, plugins are software being created by someone else. They give it for free or for money. Yeah, but this software will speed up your process, will give you a service that's difficult to reach. For example, you want to accept credit card payment. You need to use a plugin from PayPal or Stripe or a bank or someone else to give you that functionality to accept credit card and authenticate your payment and account and everything. Yeah. So if you click on those plugins, there are again huge number of plugins created by community of users that can help you. You want to get people log into Facebook from in your account using Facebook login, you can use plugin here. Sign up with Google, you don't need them to create user, you can do that one, yeah. And the list is huge, yeah, of those plugins again. That's endless thing that gives you. We will use some of those plugins in our application now when we create it, yeah. So these are the things you need to know about thing. There's also, in addition to that, there's something called template, which again, you would expect template is when you look on the marketplace, you will get template. This template are design pages being created already by someone else. You can use it and for your business. And you can look at so many of them related to the business that you want to do. This again will speed up your development time and get you there. At this level, you don't need to get any of those templates. Later you can, if you want to get that done, but you can create your own template as well. Okay, so that the marketplace, it's a big, huge, growing market to help people quickly create applications. There's some showcases if you want to look at some examples of applications created using plugins, you can look at it. Now, this price is for hosting. You created your application, you want to host it. and sell it to the people or do things like that. So you need now to think which one you go for. But if you want to create it and you just use it for your own or your within your company, I think then there's no, for small users who can test using the test one, there's no need, you can go for the free one. But if you want to publish it and register it and get more services, storage, applications, and domain registration and things like that, so you need to go for one of those accounts. When you get to that one, that means you are now serious, you have a business in your mind and you need to do something related to that. Okay, now let's go back to the main page. Every time you get lost, just say bubble.io. Okay. Now let me give you around 10 minutes. You go create your account and play with it. Okay. While we do this, I will be answering questions from others while you create your account and you get into the first page. You get to something similar to this one. So take around 10 minutes from now. And now I will be answering questions that came from others. I have some questions here that I will answer, and then I'll open the floor for others. Are we going to receive certificate? Yes. I hope this is the last time I answer this one. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. We can use Google right here. You can use Google to register. Where can I find recording? You will find it in our YouTube channel. I sent you an email with the link to our YouTube channel. You will find it there. Can we use Python in Bubble? Yes, you can when you create the plugins or create API. Create API, use Python or any language when you create the API. But that's an advanced thing. We can look at it later. If you want to create, again, application like Uber, Facebook, most of the time you don't need to use Python there. But if you want, yes. Which site we are using? We are using bubble.io. Okay, to be rich. Good, yeah. Which app are we using? Bubble.io. Do we need to install any software? No software. I am not able to unmute. Yeah, you cannot mute. I have to unmute you because I'm controlling. Which app are we using? What type of apps can we make after I gave you lots of good examples? Are there tasks after? Yes, there are tasks after that. Can we use code to add external? Yes, using plugins, and we can create our own plugin. What type of apps can we make? I already answered. Can we make lots of apps? Yes, unlimited. Well, we have a partner to create. It's up to you. You can have a partner, you work in a team. My advice, work together. I'm sure someone has maybe the business idea. Then you discuss it with him and then you work together, you distribute the work among yourself. Bubble will allow you to collaborate. You all work on the same app, but each one takes part of it. And then it's all automatic to build together. It is 100% free to build and learn, but if you want to deploy it, you need a server to install it on, and you need storage, then you need to pay for that one. You don't need, so we are going to develop app, inshallah. Are we going to use any app or, yeah, okay. I think these questions are, can see they are repeated. Let me listen to some of you who raised their hand. Harshal, I can see your hand up. Are you still want to talk? I will assume yes. Now the microphone, oh, you're gone. Now, Sufyan, I allowed you to talk. You need to unmute your microphone. You will see unmute there, and then you can talk. Sufyan, 1, 2, 3. Sufyan, you are not able to take advantage of that. I'll go to the next one. Shahana. Shahana, you can talk. Yes, go ahead, Shahana.
So sir, like when you were explaining us about the APIs, what does the full form mean?
The APIs are application program interface, and the idea, it's a tool that you can use to make different applications talk to each others. Yeah.
Okay.
And they are, you know, these applications are living on different servers and developed by different people. How we can make them talk to each other? That's called API, Application
Yes, sir.
Program Interface.
Okay, so thank you.
Good. Okay. Who else want to speak? I can see your microphone is unmuted. Bramella. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing your name right, Bramella. You can unmute your microphone. You want to speak? It seems that yes. Go ahead.
Yeah, one question. Do we need to install this, sir?
No, you don't need. You just go to the browser and say bubble.io. And
Okay.
then you create an account, and then that's it. You don't need to install. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, done. So when you finish, please remember to lower your hand. Mahmoud, can you help me with this one? You can lower their hand. Let me make you co-host. And now you'll be co-host, so you can unmute. You can lower the hand of those people who already spoken.
Okay, Doctor.
Sufyan. Yes, Sufyan. So go ahead, Sufyan. Sorry for that. Sufyan is having a problem with his audio. It's gone, Sufyan. Okay. And then we have who want to speak as well? Danish.
Yes, sir. Sir, now we have to go to bubble.io and we
Yeah.
need to create a new app. So then after giving the informations like name of the app, what kind of app are you building, then we have to create a new app and start making the app.
Yes. Yeah. Let me now go through that one. I think the 10 minutes are already gone. Now I hope everyone has already created his account.
Sir, and
So, sir. Okay, so let me go back now to our Bubble. So this is my Bubble account. And what I will do now, sorry guys, I'll come back to the hands raised. For those who just raised it to test it, just please lower your hand, because that will help me find who really wanted to talk and who just testing the raise hand. Okay, now when you click on the menu, you will find my apps. Okay, now what I'm going to do now, I'm going to create an app and show you the process of creating that app. So what I did, after I registered, I went back to bubble.io, and then came to this page. From this page, I clicked on menu and clicked on my app. Let me do this one, then I'll pause and help you do yours as well, okay? So watch me, don't do anything unless you have two screens, yeah? You have only one screen, or you have a screen and you manage to put me on the side and you have your window with you. So if you have two, if you're able to watch me and open your browser at the same time, follow me then. Now what I'm doing again, I go back to here and click on my apps, okay? Now I get this one, I need to go down, 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 down until I get here, create a new app. We will create this note-taking app, yeah? So I'll call it My Note HO, yeah, HO from Hamad Udabi, okay? That's the name I'm going to choose for this app. Choose whatever name you would like to choose. Now, what I'm going to do, I will not go for any of this. I'll just say other now. And then I'll give it description, creating and sharing notes. That's it. Now, who is the customer? I'm creating it for external people. I will sell it later. Okay, soon like that. I'm not going to sell this one, but we'll show you. What is your goal? I'm going to start a new business. Yeah, soon I'm going to start a new business. Why not create the app? That's it. So now it will go and open this window. Now, if you are with me here, you will be getting this window. Now, what is this? Okay, this one here will take you, if you go through this one, will take you step by step to create the configuration of your app. Okay, I'm not going to go through that one because you click, it will ask you for the name, ask you for the logo, ask you for other things. I will go and create things from scratch. This you can do yourself later and you will find. So what I will do, basically, I will close this assistant. That's what I will do. Now this is Bubble. Now I'll spend time explaining to you these components of Bubble. What is this Bubble really? This is the interface. In programming, we call it IDE, or Interactive Development Environment. This is where we're going to create our application. So our page will be here that we will create, or our app will have one page, many pages. And here are the different things we need to work with it. And I'll take you through this one slowly because this is important. You know it, you will get better. So the first one is the design. I created a few slides here to talk about this one, but I will skip it now, but just show you a little bit. This is a slide. Basically, design is where you create the interface, how the user will interact with my application, yeah, what he will see on the screen. And if I go back to Bubble again, this is the design. So you can see there are so many different components. This is visual element. You can have a text field, you can have a button, you can have an icon, link, all those different things that you can add. Group and repeated group. We'll go through all of them. We'll use all of them. And you'll find once you do 2, 3 of them, then becomes easy to do the remaining. You'll understand it. Import, multi-line import, checkbox, all those different components to create the user interface. Yeah, these are for the user interface. The second one is the flow. The flow is the logic. And I'll go to my slide again here and on the flow, because I think I created something nice on that one. Now, flow, workflow is basically the steps that you need to go through. For example, I have here a text. When the user click on a text, for example, what will happen? It will hide a pop-up login. It will show a reset password. This is maybe for resetting password, yeah? This is a text that user can use to reset their password. We'll see that one. So there is a process you go through. Steps. Step 1, you do something. Step 2, you do something. Step 3, you do something. And these steps are logical. You will see them. So this is type of a workflow. And we will create many of those workflow here. And you can add more as you want to do. The third one is the database. And they call it here data, or sometimes you will find they call it things. Things, you know, Internet of Things. This is things because it's not only data. It can be connecting to other things that we don't know what are those things. They can be actual devices or other things. So these are data, and think of it at the moment. And the data here, you can create your database. So you have users, you should have the username, password, name, pictures, address, phone number. This is, you can create it here as a record. Then you have products that you're selling to the people, categories of product, payment, invoices, and things like that. This you create it here in this place. This is the beauty of this one. You have one place, you have everything. If you do other programming, you need a database server, you need web servers, you need email servers, or you need so many things and become very complicated. So data, where you create your data, and we will create some data and we will work with it. Style is where you style your page in terms of color, look and feel, font you are using, so you make it consistent to your page. So you can create some styles here and you can apply it to different components in your page. We will look at that one as well. Plugins. This is the huge plugins. Plugins here, you can add external plugins. You can add a new, click here, you'll find a list of all the plugins that here, and this each plugin does certain things. If you need it, you will use it. We'll be using maybe the chart element later. We'll use word cloud, we'll use rich text. These plugins are software created by others that you can use in yours and becomes part of your code. Good. We will look at them later, step by step. Settings. Now you want to register your server and you want people to start using it, paying you money and everything, then you need to host it. And Bubbles, they have their own hosting as well. So you can host it, which on Amazon cloud. So here you can select, this is free. I can select different type of hosting that I need. I can register a domain name with GoDaddy or with Etisalat, with whoever I register, and I put it here, and with few settings I need to do, my application will have a domain name. It will be like that. You will see later, we will create a domain for this my node, and it will be published and people will start using it. I can set up languages, support so many languages. I can optimize the search engine so people, they can find easily my application. And here, this is setting I can do. This, I can make my application, create APIs for my application. I said, we can use APIs from external people, but we can also create APIs that we can give it to external people to use with certain authentication and things like that. This is a huge thing that you do it in around 4 years, a degree program. With this one, you will learn all these things and you will find it fun, really. Just stay with me, don't give up. Yeah, at the beginning, it looks like it's overwhelming. No, we will take it step by step. I have to give you the full pictures. There's the collaboration. I'm creating the app. I have a team with me working. I can add them here and they can get access and we can work together and document our changes and do all the thing. I can create a sub app of my app. I can manage the version control. This is version 1, version 2, version whatever it is. And here also Bubble has their own version control because they keep releasing things. Now, the last thing is log. The log gives you data about your application, how many people access it, what is the time they were accessing it more, or how the server was busy, and all those different information that you need to know, you can get it from. You also can schedule certain process to happen automatic after a period of time. Yeah, so this. Now let's go back to here and let me create one simple thing and then get you to create the same thing, and then we go ahead. Now, what I will do, I'll do click on the page, the main page, I'll do Control-A and delete. I want to delete everything. I like starting from scratch. That's the way I do things because that's the way you learn. So I selected everything, Control-A if I am on Windows, Command-A if I'm on Mac, and deleted everything. Now my application is empty. Okay, can you do the same now? Create that application, take another 5 minutes, create an application, get to this window and do that. Okay, let me repeat and remind you how I did that. If I go back to Bubble, the same main page, bubble.io, I was there. I clicked on menu, my apps. I went down here. I already have one, yeah? But for you, you'll have create a new application and I filled this one. Do whatever you want to do here. You give it a name you like, select anything you want here, but just go for others because when you select certain, they'll give you some built-in things that you can do. I prefer use others. And And here you make it external customer. Maybe you want to sell it later. You could do something and make it for maybe starting a new business or select anything. It doesn't make any difference at this stage. Yeah, you can now get to that one, get to the application. And once you are in the application, click on the main, it will open for you. I want something saying assistant, say no, close assistant and get to the main page, select everything and delete everything. So we need to start with something fresh. Are you there? While you do that, I'm looking at some of the questions. I hope I will not get those questions saying, do we need to install any software? That's not. So we are going to develop an app in this, no, not in Slide, in the browser. You open a browser window. Slide is not really for apps creation. Be with me, please. Anyway. How long the session is 2 hours every day. Are we going to use any app or website? We're using bubble.io. Sir, do we have to pay anything? No, you don't need to pay anything. How to install Bubble? No need to install. You go to a browser and type bubble.io. Will we be able to use Unity programming? Yes, if you create API and it's a little bit more complicated, but you can, yes, sir, I can't. How can we set up backend through no code? I explained it. There is a database and everything is there. So backend is already there. And we're going now to create some applications on that one. Are we going to receive a copy of the presentation? I will upload it. I will show you later where I upload it. Sir, I can't, it is coming. What is the full, I already answered that one. I can't, it's coming, exceed collaborator. Okay, yeah, those people who want to come to Zoom and they cannot, they need to go to the live streaming because it's already full. Can I use my mobile for Bubble? No. I can make it easy like that. To develop and create, you don't use mobile. You need a computer. You can, but it's difficult. Trust me, it's difficult. Which programming language? No programming language. Should we have a phone? No. Can you please repeat the plugin definition? Plugins are software created by someone else that you can plug into your application. That's the word plugins came in. Is programming preferred to no code? No, it's not really. It depends on what you want to create. Some areas programming, yes, some area no code makes really huge sense on that. It depends. Sir, can we upload? Yes, you can upload it to Google Play. You need to get plugins that will help you to upload it to Google Play or iOS. And that will come to it later at the end of the course. If you want to create something called native app, you can, yes. Okay, good. So I think you are there now. You managed to get to this page. So assuming now you managed to create an app, deleted everything in the app, and you are ready to see what to do. I'll do one thing, then we will test it, then you do it. Yeah, I do it, we test it, then you do it, okay? Now, I'm doing it this way because I want you to practice it. This is the way to practice. Now, what we will do, we will add a header for our page here that allow people to log in and create account and log in. Yeah. So if you look at the design, you click on the design and go down, you will find something called header. You click on it and put it here on the top. Yeah. Now a header being created. See, that's a header created. Now I will test it. How to test it? I'll just click on, look at this, guys. Yeah, come to my screen. So I took the header here, dropped it there, and now I'm going to test it. I can click on preview. Now it will open a page for me. that will show me what I have done. I have created something like this. It has a login. Someone can click here and register, or can log in and get into my page. I can now register and get in my page. Let me register. Let me put my email. HOW, I'm using this one because it's then password. I'll come with the password. What is password, Hamad? Yeah, do something like me. I'll give you this code to test it now. I signed in. Yeah, this account should have add here. See, it's clever. Found my email was wrong. Now I created account and I signed in, hopefully. Okay, so you want to test it. My app, you can test my app. If I put this one in the chat now, you'll be able to test my app. Okay, so what happened when I clicked on preview, it went to a new tab and opened that app I created. Okay, now let me stop here and say you do the same thing. So go back to Bubble here in your application, go into header, and throw a header there on the top. Just click on header here and go and draw a header there. Okay, the header will come. Okay, and then you can add a footer as well. The footer in any page you go is the one that at the end of the page where you can put your social media information. We'll see how we can change all these things. So this is the footer where we can add our social media information, help desk, our contact information. We'll show you how to edit it. Don't worry about editing it now. And if I test my app, if we go back to the tab, it will tell me now my app has been changed. Refresh. I click refresh. Now I have two things. I have a header there, which has login and log out. I'm logged in, so it's saying to me log out. And there is a footer there. We can change those things and do anything you want to do with the header and footer. Okay, so these are the first thing I did. Now, I said I logged in, yeah, I created an account. You notice when I did run mine, if I click here, it will log me out. Now, if I click again, it will tell me you can log in because I already created account, which was this one, hopefully. Was that the right one? Okay, I think this is the one. So I'm logged in. So now I'm logged in. So I can log in and log out. At least now your application, you can log in and log out. Now what I want to do, I want to add your picture here when you log in and add your name. Your name and pictures come there. So the user, when he log in, his name and pictures come on the screen. How I can do that? I'll go back to Bubble. Now, are you facing a challenge with doing this? I will just do again from beginning one more time, deleting all this and coming with all this deleted. Okay, I cleaned my browser. Now I'll create new one. I'll say Bubble. It will remember that I already logged in, hopefully. And what you can see now, this is my app. So I'm in my app. And you can see I have my app there. First page is there with header and footer. Now let's allow the user to add his profile, pictures and name. Yeah, how I can do that? I go to the database now. This one, listen to me carefully. Go to the database. Now we are in the database. What do we have here? We have data types. we already have something called users, which we have to live with it. Now this user has email, modified date, created date, and slug, okay? Let's add to it, I'll create another field here and add to it name, yeah? What type the name should be? Is it number or is it picture? Name is a text, yeah? So you select from here a text, yeah, and create. So now we have name. Let's add a picture. Let's add photo of that person. So you can click create and we'll add here, call it photo. You can call it anything you like. Yeah, something that makes sense to what that one. And photo, what the type of photo? Is it a text or a number or it is an image? Yeah. So now we added two things to this user, is the name and photo. Yeah, so I am in the database now. I can go back to the design. I was in the database, so I created these additional things. I can now go to the design. Now, how I can make the user now add his photo and his name? I need something called pop-up, which a window come on the screen that asks the user. So what that pop-up, I'll click on pop-up here. I'll draw something here. This is the thing I do. So this is a pop-up. Now what I need in the pop-up, I need a place for him to add his or her photo and a place to add his or her name. So how I can add photo? If we go here down slowly, you will find something called picture upload. By the way, if you do not find anything here, you come in this search here and say picture. It will go and find you the picture. Okay, I want to find, for example, text. It will find automatic text, yeah? I want group. It will find you the group component. So this is faster way if you cannot find it. So just say picture. You don't need to say full picture. There's only one thing good. So if I click on this one, now where the picture should appear here, for example. Yeah, so this is picture uploader. Yeah, so when I did picture, I got something called picture uploader. Now, so that's the picture. Let's allow him to add his name. How we add a name? Need an input field. Input, yeah. So I'll say input. Here is the input field. I take it and put it here. Now, should I give it a title? I can use a text to call it name. Wow. See these things jumping here? These are the beauty of plugins. You know that code I did show you about PHP? That code has been changed to be something like this, which is beautiful, yeah? Now, what we will do here, then we need a button to say anything, call it okay. Okay. Let me spend some time showing you some components. This will be interesting one. Yeah. So now when you add anything, I added pop-up, yeah. If I click here, this window, this one will show the properties of pop-up. If I click here, this window now shows the things related to the picture. Yeah. If I click here, you know, no, this is related to the input. Now, by default, when you add anything, pop-up will give it a name. Bubble will give it a name. Like, remember, if you click on the main thing, you click on the pop-up. This pop-up here, I'll give it a name here. I'll change this one. Change user profile. So the beauty here in programming, if you make a mistake and something lowercase, you write it uppercase, you will have a hell to fix it. Here you don't mind, you write anything. I just wrote this one, change user interface, that's fine. no issue with that one. So this is a pop-up to change user profile. Yeah, user profile. This one I will rename it to user image. Yeah, user image. I like to come with these names that make a meaning to me. Okay, this is user full name. User, it doesn't have to be a uppercase or lowercase or whatever. But this is just the name of the component. So each one of these component now giving a name. If you don't change the name, still fine. Bubble will do. But sometimes you will get so many components having the same name. So you get confused. All of them called input. What does it mean? So this input is actually user. It's better if you name it pop-up. Let me show you now. Input user full name. This way, you know exactly this is what does it mean. It is belong to the pop-up and it is user. So come with the right names that you remember, understand. And if you are working in a team, come with the naming convention. Means the way you're going to name your components. Yeah, as programming fundamental and organization fundamentals. Okay, this I can also call it pop-up user image, whatever. I'm just giving these names because I like to give these things a name. Now, what we want to do when the user click somewhere, this pop-up will come on the screen. Yeah. Now this pop-up does nothing. Okay, if you clicked here, it will disappear. Now, some of you maybe clicked outside. Where is my pop-up? Where is my pop-up? Yeah? You'll find it here in the elements 3. If it disappears, you'll find element 3. Now, by default, the pop-ups are hidden. So they are shaded. See, they're not clear. Yeah, if you click here, it will come. Yeah. But if you click outside, you go to the main page. So this pop-up is part of the main page that you have. So your page is called index and pop-up is part of it. Let's do something here. And we want to get the user when he click on the header somewhere can open that pop-up window. Okay. Okay, so how we can do that? We need to change the header and add to the header, we need to add to the header somewhere say user profile. Yeah, user profile. So how we can do that? We need to go to here. These are our pages. Now we're doing this, we'll repeat it. We'll do it today. Tomorrow when we do application, we'll do the same thing because they are the same. Day after, the same thing. Then we'll become normal, thank you. So now, my applications are here. I have one page called index, yeah? And I have something called reset password. I didn't use it. I have 404 that if there is an error, user trying to access a page, it's not there, I can customize that one to give them some information. I can add a new page here. Can do that now. We will add pages later. Here is my footer and here is my header. So I want to change the header. I click here. Now I am in the header. So this header, let me add a text to it here and call it user profile. Okay. And I want when the user click on this, it opens the pop-up. Okay, that's what I need. So I added this one to the header. How I can do when the user click on this, it will open the pop-up. Each component in our friend bubble, almost each component, has something called start or edit workflow. If you click on it and look at the properties here, you'll find something called start or edit workflow. Now we will write our first workflow. I'll click there. Now I'm in the workflow. The workflow I'm dealing with is called text user profile is clicked. What should be the workflow? I will click here and I have something called elements action. So that text user profile is an element. That element, I want to give an action to it. So what I want to do, I want to show what I want to show. Click show. I want to show the pop-up. Where is our pop-up? Here is it. This is the sign up pop-up. Okay. Where is our pop-up? Let's go back and log in. What is that? Login pop-up. Let's go to the index. Here is it. Pop-up change. Okay. So I made a mistake. I made a whole mistake. Yeah, which stupid. It was of me, but we'll fix it now. This pop-up I should have created in the header. So what I'll do, I'll copy this one. Say copy. Yeah, copy. I'll go back to the header here. This is my header. And now I will paste it here. It's here. Now it's here. Now back to my pop-up. Here, this is my pop-up here. Now I will click on it. So when you create the pop-up, first you need to go to the header and you need to create the pop-up in the header, which this is my pop-up. Now I created it by mistake in index, which was good mistake. Now what I can do, I can take it from here. I just copy it from here and go to the header. Yeah. I'll paste it there and it's pasted and now it's this is the one. Yeah. Now I need to add the flow to it. So I click here and click on start edit flow, and the flow here I want to show that one. So element action show, and here the pop-up. This is the pop-up user edit profile. That's the pop-up. I have done this one. Let's test our application now. What has changed in that application? If I go back to my index, let me delete this pop-up because I don't need it. Yeah, because this one has to be. Now let's run our application. We can preview. This is the application. We will get something here. This is user profile. If I click on it, it should show, but doesn't show. There's error here. Back to the header. Let's go back to the header. We are in the header. We will click here. Yeah, we need to click there. Click here and show element. Yeah, this one because I changed. This is the one. This is good. Now, if I go back to the index, run mine. And you can see now, I click, it came. So this one came now. I can click here and find the photo that I want to add and upload it. But there's no functionalities now yet. Now I can add the photo, find it from my computer somewhere, and then I upload it. That's good. If I'm using phone, I can use the camera. I can add the text here for the name. But this will not work now because I didn't add any functionalities to this one. Yeah, I didn't add functionalities to store the data. So how I can do that? I can go back now to my bubble and let's go to the design. So let me get you clear because I confused you maybe. If you need to make sure you are in index now. When you are in index, you will have your header, you have footer. Now, the pop-up we create, it should be part of the header. So you need to go to the header there, yeah, and add the text there, add your pop-up, and click on the text here, and click on this one, which workflow, and in the workflow you click, and you say show pop-up. Yeah, this one should be the pop-up. Basically, when the user click on this one here, it will show the pop-up on the screen. Now, after it showed the pop-up and user selected the image and added the text, so how this data will go into the user database? This is what we will do next. So I'm back here now. Now I need to add actions here. When the user click this one, I want it to store the pictures and the name into that user picture and name. Okay, how I can do this? I click on OK. When user click OK, then it will start the workflow. And this one here, I'll delete this workflow. Now what I need to do, I need to store data to the database. So I need to update that user name with a new name and the picture with a picture. So how I can do that? When I click here, I have something called here data. Data is our data here. Yeah, remember? Data. So I'll go to data, and what I will do, are you going to create a new data? No, I'm going to change the existing user picture to the new picture. So I click here, change thing. What is the thing I want to change? Thing is what data I want to change. The data I want to change here is the user, the current user. Current user means what? Means the user who logged in at the moment to my page. So I want to change his data. What I should change, I need to change his picture and change his her name. So click here. These are the things I can add as much as I want here. Now we'll go only with two things. One is we want to change the name. What the value of the name should be? The value of the name should be this value here in this one. So I need to use this pop-up input user enter full name. Yeah, this is the one. So back to the flow. So this one should be pop-up input user full name value. I want to get the value. So that's done. So now what will happen? It will take this value here and add it to the database. Now the next thing I want to change is the photo of that one. So photo will be actually this one, which pop-up user image. Yeah. So I'll go back here and click and say pop-up. I'll find pop-up user image. That's it. Value. Always you need to get the value. So basically when I do this, it will change the username and value. How I will know that username and value has changed? How I will know? I have to display it somewhere. Okay, let's modify this header here. I remove this one here and remove this one. I don't like them. Let me add a text here to display the name of that person. So I took a text. Now here in the text, yeah, you call it text C, whatever. I want to add what I want to use the current user name. What does it mean? Means find the current user. Who is that current user? Go to this database and display his name. That's what does it say. So here I just clicked here and in the appearance I said current user name. Now I want to add the image. Let's do this and add an image here. Okay, and I want to show that image. What I can do, I can say current user, again, current user. There's so many things here. We're looking at current user photo. Yeah. So this is current user photo. Now there is still one issue we have before we test our app. If you go back to the pop-up, when you click here, it will show, when the user click on this one, it will show the pop-up. When the user click here, it will save the data. But this pop-up will stay on the screen. Okay, how we can make it disappear. So we click here. So the process here is to change the data. This is after changing the data, what to do? We need to hide that pop-up. So I can click here and say element flow, hide what? Hide that pop-up change user, whatever it is. Now our application, trust me, ready to test now. So how we test it? We can go here and click this. Let's see the test, what it will produce. Let me click here and change the photo of this person. I hope I have some photo. This is Hamad greeting. Do I have any photo? I don't have that many. ID campus. I'll use our campus picture as my photo. And my name here, I will say Hamad Odabi. I click here. See the magic. Guys, the picture came there and my name is there. See? Now, this we need to practice it. Let's repeat it, and you will not get it just doing it once. You need to do it again and again. You will practice it in your time. My recommendation now, you will have the recording. You will go and review the recording. You practice what we have done in your own time. Next time, you will come more prepared. But if you just go and do nothing, you will come back fresh and we will repeat it, but that's not going to help you a lot. Now back to this image, where is the code? This is our page. This image I created this way. Maybe I want to make it a little bit bigger. Make it a little bit bigger like that. I can, this one, make it maybe more like that. And this I can, okay, let me do just a few things to get you to be more familiar with this. Now see this one, edit user profile. The text has number of properties I want you to know. Yeah. This one I want it to appear only if the user is logged in. You see? Now if the user is logged out, it should disappear. So if I log out, I still have it there, show user profile, but there's nobody logged in, so it should not show that one. How I can hide it? Yeah, this now comes the programming conditional thing. Yeah, it's no coding. Click on it, and then you see each component has three things. One is the appearance, which will play with it, and there are lots of things you need to do there. The second one is the condition. The condition is you apply certain condition for that element. So one condition will say, if the current user is logged in, if he is logged in, then this element is visible, and we click that one. So if the current user is logged in, he is now logged in. So this should appear. Now, if the user is not logged in, we can add another one. We click here. If current user is not logged in, then what we do, show element, and we do not click this one. So now this element will appear only if the current user is logged in. And if we go and test it now, it's gone. As soon as I log in with my HOW email and the password I can't remember. Oh, sorry, I clicked in the wrong place. Okay, log in. Hopefully, still remember mine. No. This. I didn't. Now this one is this. Yeah. Now I'm logged in. It's came. As you can see, I don't want to save it. Came and profile. So it now appear and disappear based on a condition. This you can apply to everything. Yeah, even this one here, which shows the user, the picture and other, I can make it disappear and appear based on conditions. Okay, that's one condition. The other one is transition, to make it animate and move on the screen, different thing. That's something I was going to touch now. Now, if you go back to user profile, and we now can play with some more things. You see here, you have some other things. Don't apply bubble code. Recognize links if there is a link inside. This is not important for a text one, but here the style. This is the style. So you can style it in a different way. If it's an email, you can use different things. If it's small, you use something. Header, you can give it a bigger header, like you make it a little bit bigger than it should be. If we do this and we refresh, you will find user profile comes too big. We don't want it to even disappear, cannot appear on the screen because it became too big. So we don't want it to be header one. We'll make it just body like that and make it looks like this one. Okay, then I can, if you don't want this, you need to use your own. You just remove the style. And let's look at what we can do. We can center it. We can make it bold. We can give it a style background fill, and we can give it a color like this, for example. Yeah, see, I can give it a shadow, give it a border, sorry. If you want to give it a border, you want the border to be like rounded, so you can do that. You can give the border thickness to make it very thick. If you want, you can give it a shadow. And the shadow, you just, let's choose 4 and 4. See, it has some shadow now. It's coming out of the page. You can play with all these things. Make it 8. So it becomes really shadowish. Yeah. So there's so many things you can play to make this one looks nice. And that goes to your creativity, your design, and how good it is. Yeah, this is something came like. I just wanted to show those different properties that you can apply to component. Okay. Now, one problem with our pop-up, if you noticed, before I close, I will have to fix it because you will be. Every time I click, it show me an empty one that I can change the name. I wanted to show the current image and I wanted to show the current name, and then I can change it. Yeah, so this is the problem I have. I click on it, it just show me this new one to add again, which will delete the previous one and become, and there is no cancel. I don't have cancel. I don't want to change the image. I don't have. This is bad design, yeah? Let's go and fix it. So back to the header. We are in the header because the pop-up in the header. Click on the pop-up and let's add to it at least. We'll add a cancel. So I can do, if you click Control, put your finger on Control and push this one aside, you get another copy of it. And you can, or you can just copy paste it, or you can add another button. Yeah, so I'll call it cancel. Now this cancel, how it works, basically it should just hide the page, don't make any changes. So if I click on it and click on start the workflow, now I am in a completely workflow, there's nothing there. So what I need to do, I need to hide that pop-up. So I click on here, element action, because the pop-up is an element, and I can say hide. I need to select which thing I need to hide, which this one. Okay, now it's done. So back to my code again. This is the beauty. You can test, you can test, you can test. You click here, it came there, I can cancel it without changing anything. Yeah, because let me add back with this image. This is greeting and because it keeps changing my name. Okay, see that's there. If I click now and click cancel, it will make no changes to it. It will make no changes. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so you notice something that is working now, but it will not work in other times. Now, as I said, when you click here, you should get the image and you should get the name. Now we're getting it. But if I stop this application completely, close this one, and go back here and run and go to the index and run it as a preview again. I'm doing this just to show you what will happen. And click here, you will see it's gone. It's not there. I want this picture to come here, this name to come here. How I can fix it? Basically, I need to send to this page the current image and current name, and I want to display the current image and current name. That's what I need to do. That's the logic. When the user click here, it should go first to the database, find the current user picture, put it here, current username, and put it here. That's the logic has to do. It's not doing it now. Why? Because the way I'm doing it. So I go back to my pop-up. I'm in the header. Now I need to be in the header. Header, okay. And this is my pop-up. Now I need to do something before opening. When I click on this one, if you remember, what I'm getting now, I'm displaying the pop-up. Before displaying the pop-up, I need to send to it the current data. How I can do that? I can add a flow before this one. How I add flow before this one? Double click here, right mouse click, and click on insert an action. Now it's here. In this action, I need to send data to the pop-up. So I click on element and say display data, and then what the data here is the pop-up change. That's it. So what I want to send to that pop-up change, go to the pop-up, I want to send the current user. Okay, yeah, I want to send the current user. Now I'm getting an error here. You see that error? I'm getting here. Now how I fix that error? I go back here, I go to the pop-up. This pop-up doesn't know what data it should receive. So if I click on the pop-up, not on the image, on the pop-up, I will find here content, type of content, and type of content is user. Yeah, now I made type of content is user. If I go back to the flow, and I can see the flow is working fine. Now, before showing the page, what I did, I sent or displayed data on the pop-up. I send the current user data there. Then what else I need to do? I come back to the pop-up and I need to associate now these pictures with the current user. So I click here on this one, and this is a dynamic image. Yeah, I click here. What I will say is our pop-up user name, our pop-up user, our current user image, and our current user photo. Yes, it's done. Okay, I think I'm done. If I go and refresh this one, you click here, you will find the images came. Yeah, this one, I think I mixed up the things here. So let's go back. Oh, I'm getting this one here. My window is a little bit small. Okay, there. Now go back to the pop-up. This one should be current user, not photo. This should be current user name. Yeah, that's fine. And if I run it again, you will see that when I click, it brings this one here and the username. If I change this Hamad, I'll put my father, and I have 7 long names. So it's changed that there. and you can go and do more and more of that. Now, this step, which I have done one step which wasn't necessary, but it's okay. That doesn't make any problem. Now, we have 90 minutes. Let me go back to your questions and see what you have questions. I hope you have some new questions that you want. And those who want to talk, raise your hand up so we can do that. Slug is a special field that can be used to identify data in your record. And would us skipping a day affect us getting the certificate? No, will not. But I think you skip one day, you come back, you'll get a little bit confused. If you don't practice, you don't watch the video, yeah? Because you have the recording, you can go and watch it. While there will be a watermark after getting, no, if you register the app, once you finish and you register it, you create an account, you register it and create a domain name for it, all these things will disappear and will become your own. There's nothing will be there. Let me show you something I created for our institution as well, which becoming very helpful to all of us. And it's done just using, I created something, I call it Strategy HO. This is a strategic planning system that help people brainstorm ideas. We had people on Zoom, on Teams from every place, and we have ideas and it's summarized on the screen. Then we create a strategic directions, objectives, tracking of people think, and we're using a matrix system in our strategy. I'll just show you this matrix which we came with, where you have key pillars that we focus on. We focus on student success and experience. We focus on teaching and learning. We focus on research. These are the key pillars we're working on. Haider will be excited now because he is excellent in these things. And then we have the themes that we're using to achieve those pillars. We have growth and quality and reputation, one theme. We have another theme related to e-learning and digitalization. They are put in like a matrix like this. And people came with some brainstorming objectives, KPIs, and stuff for that one. E-learning and digitalization. Another theme, we have another theme is working together, how we can work together and we can achieve from that one. We have financial sustainability and those things. If you look at it, this is just our site with nothing there. And then you can have specific reports for each pillar with so many different KPIs and people assigned to these KPIs and stuff like that. This is done using pillar, and then follow up on execution of this strategy, and people keep reporting on it from time to time and showing the scorecard and all the different components completely built using Bubble, and you will get it registered with your domain and becomes like you created it using few millions dollars to do that, but it's done just quickly. And we did it in agile way. We created and we find we need some more things to add. We discuss it, we add it. And then we go to the next one. And then we grow it until we'll make it something really excellent. And good thing you can do single sign-on. You link it to Active directly so that people can log in using their university username or company username and password. And that we can do it using plugins. I'll show you this one quickly. Now, after I created this application, I don't want to use these people creating sign-in. I want people to use their own company account. How I can do that? I can go to the plugin here, and if your company using Microsoft authentication or any authentication, if you search for authentication, you'll find all those different authentication that allow you to register your app and link it to your Active directly or whatever login you use, and your employees will log in directly using your company account. You don't need to create any account. You want to add payment gateway, assume, and you want to sell this one, you see payment, yeah? look at this, you will get all the type of payment gateways coming there from PayPal, from other things, which you just add it to your, some of it's free, you just add it, you register there, you get your details, and then you can get the payment. So those things are all there. Okay, I know we did so many things today, but this is the first day. You may be confused. Let's practice it. Go watch the video, do step by step, and next time we will go back and repeat things that we need, then we'll proceed to the next level with other things. I want to go back to those with hands on, and I hope you really want to talk. Renwa, get ready, because I'm going to allow you to speak. Renwa. You can talk now, Renwa, if you want. I have also Amina. I will allow you to talk. You need to unmute your microphone. Okay, Renwa, go ahead. I can't hear you, Renwa. Okay, so Genwa doesn't want to talk or having a microphone issue. Amna, no. Reem, I'm just going by the order I can see there. But it seems that the last people who raised their hand, maybe there are more people willing to talk. So I'm going to allow them to talk. Yes, yeah, go ahead.
Can I ask a question, please?
Yes, please go ahead. This is why.
Can I invite others to join the course?
Yes, of course. Invite anyone who want to join. Just get them to join.
What is the link that I have to share with others?
The same one you received. How did you register in this course?
Actually, I am now logging on behalf of my wife. So I don't know how my wife received it actually, but I think the course is interested for many of people I know. So maybe it will be helpful for them to watch it and to participate. So if you don't mind, if you can share the link,
yeah,
I will share it with many.
Yeah, Mahmoud, could you please post the link in the chat?
Okay, Dr. Sure.
Thank you.
So
What's
much.
your name, by the way?
My name is Ahmed.
Nice meeting you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, I have Satish.
Doctor, you need the link for the YouTube channel
Zoom
or
meet, to
for
the
Zoom
Zoom. The one I sent you on Teams.
Okay.
Yeah. Satish, if you want to talk, you can talk. I just want Haider, your hand is up again. I allow you. You can talk, Haider. You just need to unmute your microphone.
Hi, Hamad. Thank you very much. Hamad, quick one. I just found that this is an awesome program and an awesome app. I would just request if you can follow the tell, show, do formula in teaching, because for the last 90 or 100 minutes, you've been going super fast and telling us what it is and showing us, but we've not been able to actually practice anything. So may I suggest in the next session that you have small exercises for us. So when you show us one thing, how to do it, then we should do it. Then you come back and you take us to the next thing, tell us how you do it, show us how you do it, then make us do it. So we go step by step and are able to understand what you're doing. I mean, I've not been able to do anything since the last 100 minutes you've been talking other than listening to you.
Good. I think this is good. Good feedback. Thank you for that, Haider. For sure, the next time we'll give you a smaller dosage of things you need to do, and we'll slow down. I thought today we'll give you just an impression about the software and how it works, and then get you excited about it. And then we will go slowly next time to get you to the
Very excited, very excited. Ahmad, that's why I'm here. You know, I'm 65 years old and trying to learn coding.
No, you will do. You'll do well. I know you, Haider.
Inshallah.
Good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Who else want to talk? I have so many hands, but it seems that you Ghanem. I'll go with Ghanem. Or Latif.
Good afternoon, doctor.
Yeah, go ahead.
Doctor, for where we're doing the app,
Yeah.
for the preview, when we see the preview, it's shown us like on a website, not an app. Is it?
Yeah.
It will confuse us later, or?
Yeah, this is a good question. This is a web app. Yeah, this is a web app. But later, if you want to convert it to a native application, then
Yes.
there is a plugin we need to add, which help us convert it to a native application. And so you can apply it, you can submit it to iOS, Apple Store, or to Android Store. That we will do closer to the end of the course. But now we're creating a web app. The beauty of this one, we create it once, you will publish it on the web. Later, you will create a native apps from that one, and you will have the three of it. You have web and you have two apps to submit. So that's the idea behind it. Okay, Ghanem, did I answer your question?
Yes, doctor.
Thank you, Ghanem.
Thank
Okay. So looking at the questions, I'm just Latif. I think I saw your hand. You were Latif.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, I have two questions, sir.
Go ahead.
Sir, how to keep the name and picture after logging out? Like, I mean, when we log in again, it has to be there. I can't keep like changing it every time when I enter, right, sir?
No, you don't need to change it. You just you do it once. I'll show you what that. Now, if in my application, which I created, I just created it once. I don't need to change it every time. When I log out, it goes away. When I log in, it will appear. Later, if I want to change it, because I grown up, I want to show a different picture, or I have changed it for whatever reason, I can do, but I don't need to change it every time. Now I created it, it's there. Let me try to log in if I can remember my temporary login that I created here. And if I go in now, you will see it will appear. I don't need to change it. I will change it only if I want to change it. If I want, I will go and change it. But I don't want to change it, it becomes there.
Okay, sir.
This is how it should work, but maybe you missed one step, which we did, which we have done something here to make this one stay always there.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, but watch the video and again, and next time maybe you can ask some more questions. Okay, thank you very much. We still have only 5 minutes. I know, I agree with Haider. I did go fast. Maybe this time I tried to slow, but it was more exciting to show you how things work. But next time, if you practice now, what I need you to do from now and next time, watch the video again. It's on our social media. I sent you the link. You will find it in YouTube. Try to follow this slowly. Create an application, delete everything in that application. Maybe I'll send you some instruction. Delete everything in that application. Then add a header to that one. Add a footer to that one. And then add an image, name, and profile change. So these steps, I will put it in a document and send it to all of you so you can go and follow that one. Do this practice before you come tomorrow, hopefully. So we can go around again if you still have some of you have issues, and then we'll go to the next step. Next step, we'll create a note table. We will allow the user to add the note will associate the note with that person. So when he or she logs in, find all his or her notes, can search in that note. Okay? And then if we have time, we can allow him to share one of his note or many of his note with other people in the company. Okay? And later maybe you can create a group of people, employees who work on the same file or notes, and we grow up that. Yeah. So that's just a way we're going to do that one. So I hope you just now more interested in that software. It sounds at the beginning complicated, so many clicks, so many things you need to do, but this is at the beginning. When we go and repeat and repeat and repeat, then things will become meaningful and it will become easy and you will remember and understand the flow. I will go through the questions. If I find some new questions that are not really answered, then I will try to answer them next time before we come again. So I'm excited about this. I hope you are the same and you're finding it useful, interesting, and you learning as well. And hope to see you next time with more fresh thinking about how this will can work. And think of some application you want to create. If you think of some application, you share it with me. Maybe I can help you with that one if you need, or you work on it while you are in this course. And as you can see, we build things in agile way, small component. Created main page, you created header, we created footer, we added logging, we customized the user profile. Now we go to the next step. And every time you do anything, you can test it easily and you see how the outcome. By the way, you can share your application with other people and they can use it now. You just take the link, when you preview, it gives you a link. You copy the link and send it to other people. You can, and then they can start using it from now. If you get to a level that they can start using it. But they will get the bubble logo. That's not an issue because you're just testing and you are still in the development stage. The challenge, I can't allow everyone to talk. We have a huge number of people in this session and I want you to talk, but next time, please, if you raise your hand, raise it and you are ready to talk. Today, I get lost of who really want to talk, who doesn't want to talk, just was testing it. If, Zoom does not have lower hand of everyone. I think, yeah, there is lower all hands. Yeah, I can lower all hands. Yeah, I didn't look at that one. So lower all hands can help with that. I can see now some people are still putting their hands. Huda, I will allow you to talk because it seems that you're serious about you want to talk. Go ahead, Huda.
Assalamu alaikum, Professor. Professor, I just have a question. When I log back out and then click sign up, I can still see the data that we have entered. And also, if you can just show us next time how to add that I to toggle the password, because it's all showing as asterisks and it would be nice to make it toggleable.
Okay, okay, we'll do that, inshallah.
Thank you so much.
Yasser? I think the time is up. I see some people want to talk. So
okay, hi. So I will not take too much time. Just one. I'm IT technical in a government entity. I want to ask if we can use this tool to like design desktop alerts and pop-up tool for survey, for some notification announcement, and publish it to our network users.
This is not meant for desktop application. This is meant for web applications and apps applications, not for desktop. For sure, there is a way to go around it. You can make it an API. Again, I talked a lot about API. And then you create a shell application using whatever language you want to do. And then you read from the API. And this becomes a desktop application. But the main things will be running on Popl, but the app will be just an interface that read data from the main portal.
I cannot push it like through group policy or something like this?
No, yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, good, thank you. Have هزاع تفضل هزاع.
Do you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, yes.
Okay. Will the certificate will help us in the future? And how we will get the certificate when we finish the 10 classes?
Okay. The knowledge will help you for sure. Yeah. The certificate will help you if you, it depends on the company you're going to apply to. If they are interested in these areas, they will. I think at least it will show that you have done some logical thinking and went through a certain process to understand applications and how they work and the relationship between different things. It should help in my opinion, but it depends on the person who will review that certificate. Some people, it's important for them because it's part of their business. Some, it's not really related. Like if you learn how to do civil engineering and you come to me, I'm IT, maybe I'll say to you, oh, civil is not, but civil is very important area that need to do. So it depends on the needs of the person. How to get the certificate? I'll be sending you a link later with our portal, which on our call it community.edu.ac.ae. You will get the certificate through that one. There is a small test you need to do at the end, and you will get the certificate.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Muhammad Mansour.
السلام عليكم.
السلام ورحمة الله
الله يعطيك
وبركاته.
العافية دكتور حماد.
الله يسلمك يا عافيك.
يجزيك الخير كل الخير على الكورسات الطيبة والمفيدة إن شاء الله للجميع.
الله يبارك.
I will talk in English so everybody can understand the question. We already got the course Python for data science a few weeks back, and we saw it already in our investing in our company in community account. We saw that course. Is it possible to see this course there already?
Yeah, I'm going to add it there. It will be there, and you will be able to go and see the videos and all the things there. Yeah.
Okay. And regarding this, what we took in Python for data science and the investing in our community, and also the IBM Studio, what benefits we can get from linking the two platforms, Bubble and this IBM Studio?
See, the IBM, you did the data science, is more for people who analyze data and work with data. This one is for people who create applications, web applications, mobile applications, and stuff like that. The two can support each other because when you build an application, this application sometimes has some data there, and you want to visualize it, summarize it, and do things like that. Still can use Python, Pandas, and all these things, and with little bit more things you need to do in that one, which how you convert it to a service, and then you can read the service from Bubble and you can use it. So this knowledge, both of it can complement each other and can help you with what you want to do.
Okay. Okay, Doctor. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, I want to go, but I don't want to leave people not answered because these are the people who want really to talk. Bramilla, unmute your microphone. Bramilla, you have issue with unmuting your microphone. I just sent you a request. If when you do that, I'll keep your microphone open when you get to that. Navimi, sorry if I'm pronouncing the names wrong, because I'm not good at that. Go ahead, Navimi.
So, hello, sir.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine, sir. You?
Very good. Tell me, what's your question? We cannot hear you. There is a problem with your audio. You need Sorry for that. When you fix it, I will allow you to talk. Riyadh. Gani.
Hello.
Yeah, marhaba. Hello.
Yes, so I'm unable to see the guide box when I click on the pop-up.
So it's not appearing when you click on. Yeah?
Yes, so it's not appearing.
Yeah, if it's not appearing means you didn't. Let me. I will repeat this one next time, but let me just show you one reason for that. If you are here, you click on this one, you go to the this one, and you click here and you don't find it here. That's your problem?
No, I can't get this gray box at all. I don't see this only when I click on the pop-up.
Okay. So if you are in the header, you need to make sure that you are in the header. That's first thing. You need to be in the header. You click on the header, then you can click on user profile. Then you go down, start, edit, workflow. This will appear. So you can click here on this one, and then you do that. Usually, if you come there, you don't have all this.
So my problem is slightly different. Actually, you can see this box, the gray box, when you click on design. I'm trying to do the entire process again. So when I click on the header, I got the header and the footer. But when I click on the header and say I want to create the pop-up box, when I click, I don't get the guide box at all, which helps me make the changes.
Good.
So how do I get that?
Riyadh, I allowed you to share screen now. You will see share screen green thing on the page. Do you see that green share screen on Zoom? If you go to Zoom back, and you will see beside the microphone, there is something to allow you to share screen. Do you see that one? I added you. Yes. Now I can see your page. Okay, show me. Yeah, tell me.
Yes, so I'm not able to get the gray screen at all.
Okay, can you click outside this box? Now you are here. Where do you want the user to click to show the pop-up? You need to add the text. Click on text. Yeah. And drag this one and put it somewhere up, not here. Should be in the header. You should put it in the header. Yeah. And then call it here, edit profile or user profile or anything. Double click on it. Double click, yeah. Now give it any name you like. Text inside, in the text inside, yeah. Here, this is the most important thing, yeah. So what message will appear here? Profile. Good. See, that's it now. Now, this is now, then you need to click on that profile. No, the word profile, yes. Now, if you come down in this one, you'll find start edit workflow in the middle, this button.
Yes.
Here, this is the one you get. So here you need to show that pop-up. You click here, go to element action, show, show. Then now you select the pop-up you have something called pop-up A. Okay, that's it. You didn't need anything. Now, if you run yours, you go there. Okay, click on, Now you don't see preview because you need to go into index. You are now in the header. So you go into the index. Now run preview. Okay. Click on profile. That will appear now. It will appear empty because you didn't add something to it. This is the process. So what was missing is to have the text that the user will click on to open the pop-up.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Pleasure. Thank you. Okay, so I thank you everyone for coming today, and we will see you next time. Inshallah at the same time tomorrow at 4